Hey, we're demonstrating how to level and set your plot for your high tunnel that you're going to be building. There's a couple key things that need to be taken into consideration. You can build the structure on a grade, on a slight slope from front to back. However, the front end wall and the back end wall, they need to be level, and that's for door purposes. So be aware of that. I wanted to show you, in this case, we're actually going to be having a steel base frame around the entire structure and steel end walls. When you do that, you're not using a wood base frame, obviously. When you do a wood base frame, as shown in our instructions, you're able to lay that frame out and square things that way. When you don't have the wood base frame, you're not able to do that quite as well, so you have to use strings. As you can see, we've got strings set up, and these go outside of the plot where it's going to be built, so that we can make sure that all of our posts and this corner here is correct, that corner, etc. So we've run measurements, painted dots on the ground to make sure that everything is on a 4-foot increment from the front to the back, and that everything is straight and square. So for those who don't know, making sure things are square, you measure from the corner to the opposite corner, and then you'll do the same thing from the other corner to the opposite corner, and when those numbers are pretty much the same, or as exact as possible, then you have a square plot for your structure. I've got Eugene here. He's going to kind of show and describe how we've made sure that this end is level and what's going on here.
So as Kevin said, your end walls need to be perfectly level. As long as your side walls are straight across the entire length of the hoop house, that's fine, but your end walls do need to be level so that your doors don't swing open. So if you have a laser level, that's the best way to ensure that your hoop house is level. And most people don't have access to that, and so you can just use a regular hand level, and we just hold it right underneath your string line. In our case, we have a hole right through the top, so I can just look down, just barely put it right beneath the string. We already leveled this one, but if it wasn't level, then I would have a second person just lift up the string on one side until the string is perfectly level. We do that on both end walls, and then you take your string line that's running down the side of your hoop house, and you just match the height to your level end walls on both sides. And as long as you pull this really tight, it should be a straight line all the way down. So that's how you level the end walls and make sure that your side walls are straight.
Right. So the string is going to act as a guide for how deep we're going to drive the posts. So depending on the style of structure that you got, the posts are going to need to go further down into the ground. In this case, we have about 6 inches above the strings. So we're going to pound all our posts that deep and then connecting our arches from there. That's for along the side at least. The front, we're doing a steel end wall, and that'll be a little bit different. We'll have another video on that.